Seafair will be dominated by helicopters, and of course they will be along with jets in the Seattle
Exactly.
skies.
We have to specifically mention the Blue Angels. We are so glad to have them back after a one-year hiatus. They are confirmed. It's set in stone. They will be here. You will see their breathtaking aerial maneuvers at the Boeing Air Show on Lake Washington. And for the first time this year, the Boeing Air Show will be a triple threat with the U.S. Marine Corps demonstrating their wartime tactics. You'll see Harriers and Ospreys in the air and right near the water surface as the Marines show off what they can do to the thousands of fans gathered for Seafair. So the Blues and the Patriots won't be the only shows in the sky this year.
The U.S. Marines are changing all the rules on Seafair Sunday this year. While the hydroplanes dominate Lake Washington waters and powerful jets command the Seattle skies, the Marines will own both.
Fast roping coming out of the backs of helicopters and getting carried away on the helicopters.
Marine jets and helicopters will demonstrate their wartime tactics to tens of thousands during Seafair. Aircraft like that include the MV-22 Osprey.
It takes off like a helicopter and it goes forward like an aircraft. So the cells of the airplane actually rotate. So straight up like a helicopter would be, and then they rotate forward when the aircraft takes off.
They don't just take off in wartime. All too often, the Marines are dispatched on desperate humanitarian missions.
We were very instrumental in working in Japan when they had the tsunami.
In 2011, the U.S. Marine Corps flew right into some of Japan's contaminated areas to evacuate the injured and drop off fresh water and food.
We can do everything, really. We can do everything what we call high-end war fighting, which I'd say is the bombs and the bullets, on down to the humanitarian assistance, disaster relief.
And it'll all be front and center at Seafair this year.
What Seattleites need to really meet is the individual Marine. That's the most impressive thing that we're bringing to Seattle.
This appears to be some sort of military helicopter here flying overhead with a giant American flag, much to the delight of the crowd. We'll let you listen a little bit.
The best events that Seattle has going nowadays. The soldiers are from the communities. They get a chance to tell everybody that they're in the Guard as well, whether they're in uniform. We really are a community-based organization. We support local communities. We support the cities, as you can see with this event. We support events going on around the state.
Joining us tonight, and this, as we said, there's so much to do this evening with this parade, but joining us tonight, the United States Marine Corps Silent Drill Platoon. You have got to see this.
Yes, it's a 24-man rifle platoon of the U.S. Marine Corps performing a unique precision drill exhibition. They represent
65 years, yes, I was, of march and rifle drill precision. And they are here with us at Seafair right now. Ladies and gentlemen, the United States Marine Corps Silent Drill Platoon.
And here comes the Joint Service Honor Guard, representing all military branches, the National Guard, Army, Marines, Navy, Air Force, and Coast Guard colors.
And there you see, as we zoom in with our camera, the 56th State and Territorial Flag Marching Unit, members of the 1st Battalion, 17th Infantry Regiment. A standing O, as you would expect. All the states, as well as District of Columbia, American Samoa, Guam, Puerto Rico, the U.S. Virgin Islands, and the Northern Mariana Islands. Thank you, men and women from the 1st Battalion, 17th Infantry Regiment.
And now let's welcome Lieutenant General Stephen R. Lanza, Commanding General 1st Corps and Joint Base Lewis McChord. Sam.
And Angela, Lieutenant, how are you enjoying your night so far?
This is unbelievable. What a special night. And I'm just really excited to be here. Thanks.
Now, you have so many soldiers behind you. The Army plays such an important role in Seafair. especially next weekend. What are you doing for the hydro races?
Oh, we'll be here next weekend, and our soldiers will be here all week, and we're just glad we can participate. What a great town, great support, and we're just honored to be here.
What does it mean for you to have your men out here and seeing everyone in the community come together?
America, to see their soldiers, there's nothing better, and we're just so proud to be here, and we're so proud to serve this great nation, so thanks.
Lieutenant General Stephen Lanza, back to you guys.
All right, thanks, Sam. Behind us, the Joint Base Lewis McChord platoon, representatives of the 2nd Stryker Brigade combat team known as the Lancers, again from JBLM. The Lancer Brigade is commanded by Colonel Lou Ziesman, getting a standing ovation now from those in the grandstands. Well deserved.
And take a look at this. How'd you like to ride to work in that?
That would be something.
It would be. Joint Base Lewis McChord Stryker Infantry Carrier Vehicle. A modern marvel of technology employed in both Iraq and Afghanistan. Again, 1st Battalion, 17th Infantry Regiment, commanded by Lieutenant Colonel Shannon Nielsen.
Colonel Buck, how are you doing tonight? What's it been like so far?
This is a great night. The people of Seattle have been so welcoming. It's great to be back.
And the Army Corps of Engineers does a lot with Seafair. Tell us about that.
Well, we provide a bunch of support. I have the opportunity to sit on the board, and it's a great opportunity to participate and be a part of the community.
So have a good time, okay?
Thank you.
And Angela, as they move on, here's the 1st Corps Army Band, the heartbeat of Americans Corps, located at Joint Base Lewis McChord. We are so glad they are here. The U.S. Marine Corps, led by Lieutenant General David H. Berger, and he is with Sam Argier.
That's right, Steve. They've come up from Southern California, beautiful Camp Pendleton. Lieutenant General, how's your night going?
Fantastic. What a great turnout.
Now, this is a big year for Seafair because we have a big Marine presence this year. What can we expect from Marine Week?
You're going to see a whole week full of them. And I'd ask everybody in Seattle, come and meet us, talk to us, ask them why they're in the Marines, come and get to know us.
Now, you will also be joining the Navy and the Blue Angels, but also part of the air show, and that's going to be pretty incredible. What can we expect from that?
You're going to see some Harriers, you're going to see some MV-22 Ospreys. It's going to be a fantastic show.
And with Marine Week, a lot of vehicles, a lot of Marines. Thank you, General. Really appreciate your time.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
All right, and lined up right behind them, the 3rd Marine Aircraft Wing Band, all the way from San Diego, California.
We have talked to the Marines, we have talked to Army, but you can't have Seafair without the Navy, with Fleet Week and, of course, those fabulous Blue Angels. And U.S. Navy Admiral Jeff Ruth, the commander of Navy Region Northwest, is with Sam.
That is right, Steve. And you know, the Navy and Seafair has been a partnership for so many years. Admiral, how are you doing tonight?
I'm doing outstanding, thank you.
Now, the Blues are back. That is what everyone is so excited about. What can we expect from the Blue Angels this year?
Another great show. They've been practicing hard and they're ready to go. It's going to be fun.
And it's a double whammy because we have the Blues coming up next weekend, and then arriving on Wednesday is the Fleet. This is Fleet Week. It's a spectacular sight seeing the Fleet come into Seattle every year.
Absolutely. It's a great chance for our not only our sailors, but our Marines and Coast Guardmen to have a port of call in Seattle and enjoy this beautiful city at the same time, show the city some of our capabilities, get to know our sailors and Coast Guardsmen and Marines.
And what does it mean to you having all these sailors out here and for the public to really interact with them and talk to them?
Oh, it's great to see the support, and I appreciate that. And the Navy's tries to interact and become part of the community, and the support up here is fantastic, and we're glad to be here.
Admiral Jeff Ruth, thank you so much. Have a great night. Steve?
All right, Sam. Yes, such a big part of Seafair. All of our service organizations and servicemen and women, and there in the distance, you can see one of the great groups that come to play for us every year here at Seafair.
But this is Navy Band Northwest under the direction of Officer in Charge, Lieutenant Robert Coates. The Navy Band Northwest, honored to be part of tonight's Alaska Airlines Torchlight Parade at Seafair. They do some 400 engagements annually in 6 states. An outstanding reputation. And they'll be performing for us. Again, this is Navy Band Northwest under the direction of Officer in Charge, Lieutenant Robert Coates. And now, hear it from the U.S. Air Force, Colonel David Kumashiro of the 62nd Airlift Wing. Let's welcome him.
You know, the Coast Guard is so very, very involved in Seafair. United States Coast Guard District 13 Cutter and Rear Admiral Richard T. Gromlich is standing by with Sam right now.
That's right, Steve. We heard from the Navy just a little bit ago. Rear Admiral, how is your night going?
Oh, this is absolutely fantastic. The welcome that we have received from the city of Seattle has just been phenomenal. I'm so proud of our Coast Guard men and women here. They're doing a great job. And Coast Guard's going to be out throughout the week for Seafair, and we're just really looking forward to it.
And I read that you oversee 4,400 miles of coastline. Is that right?
That's right. We cover the states of Oregon, Washington, Idaho, Montana, and our men and women are out there every day just doing an incredible job. I'm really proud of them.
Rear Admiral Richard Gromlich, thank you so much for joining us tonight. Have a great time.
Thank you.
Thanks.
And the 13th Coast Guard District carrying the American flag tonight. A standing ovation from the crowd here.
The Stars and Stripes flying proudly today. And of course, with all of the military groups that are here to perform, especially in the air show, it's going to be quite the day here along the shores of Lake Washington.